Welcome back to the Southern Carpathian Mountains. Today we will be taking you to our planting area and showing you some of the efforts behind the scenes. This trip to Romania was different. We're normally there for a few weeks during the planting season. However, because of the pandemic, we did all our planting through our local partner Carpathia, as we could spend only 72 hours in the country ourselves. This meant that Hannah, a conservation biologist in charge of reforestation, could not visit this specific planting area as she had to take a COVID test that morning to be able to leave the country in 2 days' time. Nevertheless, she is very familiar with the area and its ecology from previous visits, so I'd like to start by letting her briefly describe our planting area.
Hello everyone, Hannah here to tell you about our planting area in the Southern Carpathian Mountains.
This whole area has been logged for timber. Though not all the trees are taken, those that remain are left isolated and unprotected from the harsh weather. The exposed hillside also suffers the effects of soil erosion. To protect the hillside from erosion and speed up the regeneration of the forest, we planted 12,000 trees in the autumn of 2020. We planted predominantly Norway spruce due to the altitude of the site, but some broadleaf trees like European beech to restore the natural diversity of the forest.
My second companion in this whirlwind 72-hour trip was Ria, the lovely character behind our podcast and social media. She recorded a really nice sound experience of our trip, which I recommend you check out on the Ecoside podcast. After leaving Hannah to go to her COVID test, we drove up the mountains following Mihai Kozmin, the ranger in charge of our planting area in Tamasu.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Southern Carpathians. We are here following the successful planting of our fall batch, and we're now driving to our most recent planting area, and we're gonna do some filming with the drone, some aerial 360 photos to show you guys where your trees are being planted. If you ever want to visit our project, now you know the kind of drive that you can expect. 4-wheel drive, snow, ice, mud and rocks. We have now arrived at one of the polygons where we planted trees this fall. We've planted roughly 12,000 trees here in this area, and we're looking now to go and fly the drone. But as you can see, it is a bit foggy, yeah, we're currently waiting on the weather to change a little bit. So we're now at 300 meters, and this is the beautiful view of our planting area. As you can see, it's absolutely fantastic. So we have just wrapped up the first batch of filming. The fog unfortunately has not lifted, but we think we got some interesting images for you to get a real feel for how our planting area looks like, especially how our trees spend the winter in fog and snow. Well, we hope you enjoyed those, and we're gonna go for a little break now and wait a little bit in our car while the weather clears, as it is a bit cold to be waiting outside. Ria, how's your first impression of the Carpathian Mountains?
Stunning, but I discovered I'm Bambi.
Bambi. Yes, we have some nice footage, which I'm sure I will include in this video at some point, of Ria slipping about. It's your third time in the snow, you said?
Yeah, pretty much.
So we were just having lunch now, and finally we had some clouds part, and we can now see the mountains in the back, and we can probably see our planting area properly for the first time today. So I'm going to run up the mountain and get the drone flying, see if I can still capture some stuff for today, and hopefully we'll be looking at some nice images of where your trees are planted.
Woo!
had success on our mission to properly capture the polygon. The clouds parted for 10 minutes. I ran back up the mountain as fast as I could, and I flew out the drone, and now we have some beautiful images which we're very excited to share instead of the foggy images that we had before. So yeah, and when the clouds part, we have these beautiful views here of the mountains in the Carpathians. It's such a wonderful place. If you ever get a chance in a post-COVID world, we would highly recommend you come and see where your trees are, and you come and see this beautiful wilderness full of bears, lynx and wolves, and beautiful landscapes, as you can see behind me right there.